welcome back to my channel. This is Ask Dr. Ada. I am your host, Dr. Ada. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for the response from my last two videos since coming back from maternity leave. I really appreciated it. Some of you were asking where I got my headband from the last video, and I got it off Etsy. So you could just Google it. But I think it's really cute. It's just fun to accessorize and just kind of give yourself a little pep in your step, in your spirits, and all that good stuff. So I'm here for all of that. So in this episode, we're gonna talk about the 10 must-haves for me for when you have a second baby. So if you're interested in knowing some of the things that have turned into some of my most prized purchases, or the things that are my go-to this time around with my second baby, stick around for this episode. Alright, so first off, when I first brought my baby home, because I have two kids now, it was difficult for me to move with them or take a walk with the two of them if I didn't have a baby carrier. So the first time I had Kemi, I tried two different baby carriers. I tried the ones that are the wrap ones, and I was like, this is too much stress. And then I tried the ones that are the more structured ones, and she didn't like them. Basically, she didn't like any carrier. But I found this carrier actually on Instagram, and I bought it. I don't know if I think maybe it's called the Oneies baby carrier, but it has been a godsend. It's awesome, it's very easy. I simply slip coin into it and she falls asleep immediately. Usually when I was better up to it and I wanted to take walks, I could put coin on me and I would take a walk and I would push Kemi in her stroller and we would be on our jolly day. So if you're looking for a carrier to try, I recommend this one. As you know, this is not sponsored. If it were, I would let you know, but it's definitely a carrier that worked for me. Coin's getting a lot bigger, but if I'm doing stuff around the house, I still use it with her, and she's done very well so far. So if you're looking for a carrier, that's definitely one to consider. So the second one is something I actually never had with Kemi. It's a Shusher, I think that's what it's called. But this is the brand that I got. I really, really like it. We found out that if we're driving in the car and we put it on coins in her car seat, she falls asleep and she stays asleep a lot longer than we would expect. Also at nighttime, we put it next to her in her bed, and it just helps her sleep. I think what it does is it mimics the shushing sound that the baby is used to in the womb when the mom's blood is flowing through the placenta. So the baby actually ends up being, baby is soothed and she goes back to sleep, or she stays asleep longer. So it's kind of like that shh sound, and it's really, really effective. I never had it for Kemi, but it's been a godsend for Coin, and I definitely highly recommend it to try if you're a new mom. The third item on my list is a breast pump. If those of you who've been following me for a while, you remember my first, when I had Kemi, the first breast pump I had was a Medela. At that time, it was very popular, and I did a whole video showing how to use it, how to store milk, how to pump milk, all of that. But this time around, the Spectra pump is the one that's very popular, and I got that one. And I don't know if that's the reason why I make so much milk, but I'm very grateful for the pump. It's been a godsend. I got it through my insurance, so I didn't really have to pay anything. I just paid a little extra money to get the bag that it comes in. But it's been a really, really good pump, and it's very effective, very powerful. And you can set it to different levels that you want, whatever, however strong you want the pressure or the suction to be, you can do it to your liking. And so far, it's been a godsend this second time around. The fourth thing is a baby camera. When we first had Kemi, the camera that we had was not a Wi-Fi camera. It was just a camera where we could see her when she's sleeping and we were downstairs. But this time around, I got a camera purely based on reviews and the fact that it was Wi-Fi, so when I went to work that I could see it. And luckily for us, some of our friends got us another camera, so I set the two cameras. I set one in the living room, and then I set another one in the kids' room where they usually would stay and play with the nanny. So I don't like one more than the other, but it's up to you. These are the two that I got. I think one is called the Kiwi, and the other one is called the Nanette. And they have various different functions. You can look them up, look up the reviews if you're interested. Again, not sponsored, but I like them both because when I go to work, the picture quality is amazing, the sound is amazing. It also has an app, so it tells me if the baby's crying or if there's motion or movement. They're both very good when there's also like no lights or if it's nighttime. So you can decide whichever one you like. They both can be placed on, they can be mounted on a ledge, or they can be overhead the crib or something like that. So whatever mode you want to use them in, it's up to you, but they're both very good quality Wi-Fi cameras that you can have and watch your child or your children from work or from if you're not at home. My fifth thing is a baby swing. This swing is not an expensive swing at all. I got it off Amazon. I had seen it before and I felt like most of the people that I know that have it, I think one of them was my sister, her baby just slept really peacefully in it. Prior with Kemi, I had the Mama Roo. She never slept in it. We still have it. Coin doesn't really sleep in it. It's all baby preference, but this swing I use with Coin and she absolutely loves it. She definitely has turned into a baby that doesn't need to be carried all the time, which I'm grateful for. At least I can set her down in the swing, put on the music and have her swinging, and she can give me 20 minutes to eat or to get something done around the house and things like that. So it definitely has been a useful purchase for us this season with our second baby. Another thing that has been really useful that I bought a ton of this time is baby onesies that are zip up. This time around, I didn't, there's COVID, so we don't have time to shop around or walk around and buy baby clothes that truly you don't really need or the baby's gonna grow out of. So what we did this time around is we went online, we went to Carter's, Amazon, and I can't remember what other website we went. We just bought a ton of straight onesies, footed onesies that are zip up, simple. The baby sleeps in them, she plays in them. We go out, she's in them. We didn't buy any fancy clothes this time around. We will buy them as she gets older, but for now that she's little, like, we just want her to be comfortable and in something where she's warm and not cold. So we just bought a ton of onesies. So that's definitely a big thing that we did this time around. Another thing that I got this time around that I actually got with Kemi was a flower bath. What do I call it? It's like a flower. It's like a flower bath pod. So it blooms into a flower, but you put it in your sink, and the baby is bathed. You bathe the baby in the flower. It's soft, so it's soft and it's cushioned, so she's safe in there. Coin's a big baby. She's already growing out of it, so we're gonna put her into like a baby basin soon, like a baby bath soon. But this is something that we've used since she was born, and it's been very useful for her. And it's definitely something that I recommend. I even give it to some of my friends when they have babies because it's so good for your newborns. So this time around, Coin had Cradle Cap. I didn't have issues with Kemi with Cradle Cap, but literally one day I woke up and I looked at Kemi's scalp, and I looked at Coin's scalp and it had flakes and dry skin, and I was really, really stressed out. Even though I'm a pediatrician, I knew exactly what to do. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening to my baby. So I decided that I was going to practice what I preach. And if you follow me on Instagram, I told you exactly how I got rid of her Cradle Cap in one day. So what did I do? I doused her hair with coconut oil, I combed the flakes, and then I washed it twice with the Mustela baby shampoo for Cradle Cap, and by the next day, everything was gone. So I really swear by the Mustela baby brands. People rave about them, people love them. They do have like I think it's a French product because they have this like sophisticated fragrance that may be a little much for some people, but it's actually very nice. So I got the baby shampoo and I used for the Cradle Cap, and then I also got the cleansing gel, and I used that to, when she had like some prickly heat on her face, or if she had a little bit of a rash, I would use it to wipe it. And then I also used it to refresh her diaper area throughout the day once in a while. So the ninth thing that I use for Coin, I actually also used it for Kemi too, is vitamin D drops. If you're breastfeeding, I'm sure your pediatrician or someone has told you that breast milk is best for the baby because it has all the necessary vitamins and that the baby needs to grow and be wonderful. But the only vitamin it doesn't have a lot of is vitamin D. You get vitamin D from the sunlight and it's made in your skin, but newborns have low vitamin D. So I got Coin vitamin D drops. It's just 1 drop a day and I just drop it into her mouth and we just go about our way. Since I am breastfeeding, I still take my prenatals and I've started taking vitamin D as well and calcium as well because I'm making so much milk. I feel some of that is also depleting my vitamin D and my calcium, so I have to replace that. So vitamins for myself and the baby are definitely a top thing that I made sure that I put a lot of energy into getting good vitamins this time around as well. So finally, goes without saying, second time around, you're busy. I think the busiest part of having a second baby is actually your first baby. So Kemi is 3 now, so she's active, she's talking, she's helpful, she's not so helpful, different things like that. So I feel like help is very important. Help in the form of a spouse or a nanny or someone or a family member. I know it's COVID, but if you can get one person to help you during this time, it's very important. So for me, I exclusively pump, and that has helped me make a lot of milk, and it's helped me provide milk so someone else can feed the baby while I do something else in the house. So definitely, if you have the opportunity or the privilege to having someone help you, if it's a spouse, a family member, a nanny, take it up so you can have some free time to do some things around the house, do some things for yourself, and generally just kind of get back to finding the balance for yourself and your family. So those are the 10 things I wanted to talk about today that I feel that are must-haves for your second baby. If you have any comments or if there's something I missed, of course I missed a lot, but these are just a few things that I have decided that have been very beneficial to me so far. If you have any comments or anything, you can always put them down in the comment section below. You can always also find me on Instagram, and I would really appreciate if you like this video, share this video, and stuck around for the next time I post a video. And I'm trying to post videos every week. So if you have anything that you're interested in me talking about or anything that you want to see on this channel, just let me know and we'll work towards doing that for you. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in today, and I hope to see you on the next video. Have a good one. Bye.